1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, C, 2, 3, D, D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, D, G, 2, 3, 4. Hey there friends, how's it going today? David Potts here with Song Notes. What you saw there at the beginning of the video was a clip from much later in the video where you see me at the end of the process of mapping out a tricky song. Okay, so the song in question here is Guitar Town by Steve Earle. I've never heard this song until last week when a member in my Song Notes forum posted it. Lots of great comments and covers that came up from other folks. So thanks to all of you who are supporting me with membership, who are posting in the community forum. It's really appreciated. I love getting turned on to songs like this. This song was probably around since I was a kid, or if not before I was born. And here I am hearing it for the first time, and it's really grabbed my ear. The thing I'll say about this song is the rhythm is incredibly tricky. It's just 3 chords. It's G, C, and D, but there's all these measures that have 2 counts or 3 counts, or sometimes you switch to the next chord on the 4 count. It's just so weird because it kind of does not follow the conventional idea of 4 counts per measure. In all cases, always change chords on the 1 count, right? That's not what this song is doing. So I did write up chord progression notes and strumming notes. Again, this video is me working this out in real time. It's a long video because I'm showing you this process. I want to really give you that sort of insight to what it looks like to be able to do this so that you can do it yourself if you ever need to, right? If you want to get this, links in the description to find out on my lesson page. And I'd like to go further with this song, learn the riffs and all that stuff. If you'd like to hear that, comment or email me, let me know. The more people requesting me doing a proper lesson, demonstration, playthrough with all those riffs, I would love to build up to that. But again, want to share this as it is with y'all in case it's helpful. So let's get into this. This is me working out Guitar Town by Steve Earle. All right, let's go back in time a half hour and see how it goes. Pulling up this live version from Austin. I can tell he's playing at the Moody Theater 2019. And I'm just going to play through it. I'm going to work it through it in real time. So he's no capo. He's in standard tuning. I'm pretty sure he's using G. I'm pretty sure he's using a C add 9 and a D. Okay? G, C add 9, D. Let's play the song, and I'm going to map out the chords. First, I'm just going to write down the chords in the order they happen, and then I'll get into the rhythm and how many beats are on each chord, okay?
I guess I should play a couple of songs of mine, so...
And the reason I'm sharing this, by the way, is this is incredibly, this is a great skill to have to be able to do, right? If you can't pick something up by ear immediately, grabbing a piece of paper and just being able to jot this down and sort of capture the things can be really, really helpful, because then you have that map of the chord progression and how many beats you're on each chord, and you can then play the song. You can play along with Steve Earle or any cover of it, okay? So let's get into it here.
Y'all won't think I didn't teach me anything.
Guy Clark, I'm guessing. All right. Okay, starting on G, I'm gonna write down G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. C add 9. I'm gonna write C. Then the D. C add 9 again. Stays on the C. Back to the G. D. And then we go to that second section there where it's because this one he's staying on the C. Then he goes to the riff with riff. All right, so verse and riff. So what I'm doing here is just writing down the chords that happen in the order they happen. Again, how many measures were on each chord, we're going to solve that later. But let's just get through and get an inventory of the progression, so that can kind of help us as we move along here. So I'm gonna press play. He's about to go to the G, and then the riffing's about to start. G, C, D, C. And it might have been a D there. So maybe a D quickly and then back to a G. Let's see what happens next. C right now, D, C, new section here. All right, we'll call this a bridge. So he's repeated everything above twice. I'm going to write that. And then the bridge starting on a D. C to a G, D, C. Okay, so then he went up to a D. One little trick I want to show you is watch his guest guitar player here. This guy with the longer hair. He's gonna slide this C shape up 2 frets, which makes it this is a D voicing. Now you'd have to do something with that 3rd string because this 3rd string is a G. G is not in the D major triad, so you'd either have to mute it, or you could put your pinky there and make it a D7. But either way, he's going from C right there, D, and then it starts over again at G. Okay, so that's a bridge. Now I'm pretty sure this is the song. Staying on the C. Let's just finish it up here. C right now, then to D, back to C. All right, so then right here is when he says town. Okay, now the question is going to be, how long is he on all these chords for? I think you might have, if you were like me, well, here's what I do. I listen to a song like this, and I'm basically counting to 4. Because usually, for every chord, you're going to be on it for 4 counts or multiples of 4, like 8 counts or 12 counts, right? So let me just show you where it kind of breaks down here.
I should play a couple of songs of mine, so y'all won't think I didn't teach me anything.
Oh, I guess he was covering Guy Clark, huh? Maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I get thrown off. And one question I have is, am I counting too fast? Should it be 1, 2, 3, 4? Hey, little mama. You can count it either way. That's the thing about rhythm, is you can double up the counting speed or cut it in half, and you just kind of, whatever you pick, you have to stick to that approach. So there's no magic silver bullet, magic 8 ball. There's no perfect solution here. But let's just try it again. Go in slow. Actually, is he counting? One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So we did 3 measures of G, if we count it like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to sort of spread these out now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 measures of G, and then he's going to go to C, but for how long? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. See, he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then on the next 3 count, he's going to start on the D. Now, I could count the D as happening on the 3 count, or we could start a new measure. You have to, in my experience, get the whole lay of the land first and then figure that out. In other words, if he's only on D for 2 counts and then he goes to C, then we could just write it like this, right? But I'm guessing he might be on D for 4 counts or for 8 counts. So we might want to start counting over again here. Let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3. Okay, so he's on it for, I think, another 2.5 measures. This is a sloppy way of doing it at first, y'all, but this is kind of how it goes at first. I can always sort of come up with a new, I can always write things up cleanly later, but you have to sort of map things out initially. All right, so he's on that C for 4 measures. This feels silly how I'm writing it up, but hey, I'm gonna commit at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a question though I have about this D, because it sounds like when he switches to the D, it sounds like the drums kick in on this 3 count, and then that makes me think that it might be better to write it up like this, where it's ooh, I lost myself here, y'all. Let's just see. Let's see, y'all. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. See that D. Something about this is tripping me up. Why am I not counting this correctly? Maybe I should try counting it half as fast in general. Maybe that would help me out. I'm going to use a different color for this. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, so then here he goes, he's on the G for 6 counts if we count it like this, and we get to the C, and he should be on this for 3 counts, I think, if my map above works. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So he's on it for like, he goes back to that C on the 2 count. This is so weird. So maybe if it's like this, you know, maybe if he's on the C for these, and he's on the D for that 4 count, but then he does another D for another 4 count. Let's see if that works out. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think that's it, y'all. I think that's it. I kind of fibbed this a little bit. This is how it goes sometimes, y'all. Figuring this stuff out can screw with you, but once you have it mapped out cleanly and you've revised it, you can present it and just, hey, this is the best way to do it, right? So I think what's going on here is if we are on, right? Hey, little mama, G2. C. All right, I think this is the way. Okay, this is weird how you have a 2 count of G, but that's the way it is sometimes. So this is weird, y'all. Again, just focus on this right now, okay? What's weird about this is that this thing right here, is this a 6 count measure of G, or is it a 4 count measure and then a 2 count measure, or is this all one measure and then I don't know, But let's just confirm this is correct first. I'm gonna start it over. I'm gonna highlight as I go. Okay. All right. Okay, ready? 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, C, 2, 3, D. 1, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. See, we got it there. We got it. This is great. And this is what I was saying earlier, is that he switches to the D, but then the drums come in hard, the kick drum, I think, on that count after he switches to the D. So when he first switches to the D, it's not a strong beat, right? Yeah, so this is the verse. And then this is when the riff happens. Okay, so this is cleaning up a little bit. It's still messy. I'm going to delete this stuff. Okay, this is our verse, okay? But then he does it again, and he's going to go after the D. He's going to stay on C, I think, half as long. So I think it's going to be like this. Let's confirm it, though. And again, to confirm it, what I'm going to do here is delete the highlights, because I like to... I want to sort of show you the beat we're on as we move through things. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, G, 2, 3, 4, G, 2, C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 1. Okay, so then he's only on this C for 3 counts. Ooh, mama, what a weird one, y'all. This is weird. This is weird because of this is weird. This is weird. Technically, he's staying on this 4 chord, like an extra measure. That's not that weird, but that's still a little bit unconventional. Weird again, and then this is weird. It's only 3 counts. So there's a lot of weird stuff going on, and but again, mapping it out is crucial to being able to play it yourself. Okay. Now, how would we then? Well, let's figure out this riff part, and then we can strum along and test it. Okay. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. So he says town on a G. Oh my gosh, I hope y'all saw that. That was cool. Okay, so this is town. From a guitar, town, da, 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 1, 2, and 3, and 1. I'm going to sort of try to do it myself here. 1, and 2, and 3, and... Okay, 1, and 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, 4, 1. So he goes to the C for 4 counts. Then he's on the D for how long? C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1. And I think he's on this D. I think he's on this D for. So the question I have is this count? Is he on the C or the D? Let's see it. 1, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, yeah. So I think the D is it's a clean change on the strong beat. Let me listen one more time. Okay, and 4 counts here. Yo, we got it, man. Okay. Weird one. Weird. Okay, so... And then he goes to the verse again. Now, let's try to strum it along here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the sort of the strumming I would use, right? But let's play along here, and let's see. Okay, ready? And God, that's so weird. 3, 4, G, 2, C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So here's what you have to do, I think, to do this one. You have to. Oh God, this is tricky. If you're playing the Grateful Dead, if you're playing Uncle John's Band, or you're playing Scarlet Begonias, those are the two that come to mind because I'm learning one of them right now. The Dead will do a thing where they will be on a chord for 3 counts, and then they will switch after the 3 counts to a new chord. But when they do it, they're starting the new measure. So it's almost like this 4 count doesn't exist. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? That's a different rhythmic idea than this, where it's C, 2, 3, 4, D, and you're staying, so you're basically switching to D here, but then you start a new strong beat measure of D there. So in other words, you want to keep whatever strumming pattern you're using for this entire measure, just keep it, switch your left hand to the D here, and then start the strum again. So let me try strumming it myself, actually, right? G, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, first measure coming up. G, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, C, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, 3, 4. G, 2, C, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. G, 2, 3, and C. See, that's what the Grateful Dead do. They do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. G, C, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I think, oh, whoa, man, I think we got it now. Let me do the bridge. 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what chord is he playing there? 1. That might be he might be doing a D7 right there. That's a chord Guy Clark does. You gotta mute the thinnest string. Don't play the thinnest string. Add this F sharp. Yeah, I don't like playing it like that, but I think that's what he's doing. But why is he going back to a C? Oh yeah, because he goes back to a, yeah, C for 3 counts. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, D, G, 2, 2. Okay, now we're on the bridge. Let's map this one out. D. Wow, he's on the G for like 1 count there. That's 2 counts? 2. Wow, he's on the G for literally 1 count. Holy crap. Okay, so the way we would write this up in music is There's something called a first ending and a second ending. This is from my piano days. Something like that. Lots of times in music, you'll have a sequence of bars that will repeat. But the second time you do it, the ending is a little bit different. And that's what's happening here. And the ending in this case is doing a G for one count, and then it's going to the bridge. Okay, so the first time you do this guitar, town, okay, I lost my rhythm, but let's do it again. I'll show it to you. 1, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, D, G, D, 2. See, I was on G for one count. Okay, so now let's map this one out, and then we'll have it all mapped out, and I'll write it up pretty. All right. Okay, so D, D, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3. Okay, so he's, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Watch him do a quick change though and mess this up. 4, C, 2, G, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, 2. So he's on okay, that's what he's doing here. Now, this is one of those things. Maybe he's doing this. G, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. C, 2. D, 4. 1, 2. Okay, so. Second line starting, D. Okay, the way I would write it up is it sounds like a strong beat right here. Okay, strong beat's one count. That's how I think of it at least. And then he's on D for. He's on D for 4 counts there. Okay. Weird one. Weird. Let's align these as best we can. This is where things get, you can't really align this pretty, you know. But yeah, I think we have the whole thing here. So crazy. Let's play along the bridge. Verse 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, C. D, C. Second line of the verse. 1, 2, C. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, D, G, 2, 3, 4. No, so then they repeat it. So how do we even do this? Jam, okay? It's basically this, but it's gonna repeat. Let's see how many times it repeats. G, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, D, G, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, D. And then he ends it. I mean, you could write this up. I don't know. Writing up music is you could do it so many different ways. But first, you just want to get it down, even if it's not efficient, and it just ends. My handwriting is so bad right now, y'all. Let ring. End. Okay, so this is Garage Town. This is Guitar Town by Mr. Steve Earle. It looks like he's doing G for, I think, 2 measures at the very beginning. Let me just complete what I have here. Let's just see that this is correct.
Guess I should play a couple of songs of mine so y'all won't think I didn't teach me anything.
Beats per minute. 2, 3, 4. Metronome. This is what I use. Metronome on. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 81. 81 beats per minute. Okay. Let me make sure he's on the intro for the 2 measures. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, C, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, C, 2, 3, D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, G, 2, 3, C, 2, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, D, G, 2, 3, 4. Then you do the verse again, okay? And after the verse, you go to the bridge. And then after the bridge, you might go back to the verse. I'm not really sure. Let me just... He's back to the verse. All right, y'all. Hey, man, this is going to be it for this one. I would like to keep going with this one. Maybe learn some of those riffs, right? I can't go that low. Boom, boom. Anyway, that'll be a future lesson, but this is going to be the starting point. What I have here will be the chord progression part, and I hope this is helpful to get y'all started. And I'm going to keep going with this one, I think, but I'm sharing this in the meantime. So thanks a lot for watching, y'all. This has been a long, winding road video, And yeah, let me know how you like this and if you find this helpful. All right.